what made you go to Dallas? Like you mentioned George and DSR. Like what made you sit there and think, you know what, this is a better fit for me?
Well, at the time, I felt, at the time of what I was going through with Dirty Third, man, I felt like, for me personally, because of what it came down to on a business level,
right?
I came with Dirty Third to where there had to be some business decisions made, right?
Sure,
and I felt like, for me, I had to make my own decision for the best of my career,
right?
And everybody, wants to do what they feel is best. Everybody,
you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, right? And sometimes a hard decision has to be made, and you have to sometimes take those risks. Right. And it was a risk, and I knew it was a risk.
Right.
And I had to take those risks, but again, Tite back then in those days in 2004 or 5 was, I was aggressive, and I felt like, hey,
for sure.
Like 50 Cent, like that's one of my favorite guys back in the day, man. Like, we get money together or fuck you.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
And at the time, and that was my attitude.
Right.
And again, that was just a young mistake I made, rather than sit down and we just figure that shit out. Because with family, you're supposed to sit down and figure it out.
Right,
you know what I mean? You don't
sure.
say fuck you to family, but I feel like from both sides, it was a fuck you moment.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And I wound up going to George, in Trinity because, hey man, they threw me a bone. They were like, hey, they respected what I've done. And again, like DSR, they used to open up for me and Chalie, the Kings,
right.
you know what I mean? Like a lot of, what they wound up success-wise, gaining came from, opening up for us the same way we opened up for Swisher House.
Right.
The same way we opened up for Screwed Up Click members. You know what I mean? So it was an opportunity. I felt like, let me take my experiences and what I've been through, and let me go over here, because I felt like for what I was trying to do, I was more appreciated, and I could, get what I wanted to do, out better through T-Town music out of Dallas, and I feel like I just needed a fresh start.
So, like, in my opinion, right, my humble opinion, I feel like you were the backbone of the freestyle kings, right?
Yep.
I personally feel that way. Like,
no, I feel that too.
We have for the listeners listening, like we had from 1998 to 2002, 2003. You're on all the mixtapes. You were the guy. You and Chalie were the guy, right? So like even when Off the Chain came out in 2002, that shit was popping, right? You decided to leave in 2004, right?
Right.
And like, what happened to the Freestyle Kings after that? Like, cause it kind of like everything once the quarterback decided to leave, it almost feels like the whole group kind of dismantled a little bit. Am I wrong with that?
I mean, no, you're not wrong. You know what I mean? But
because the group did not stay intact.
But I'm gonna be honest though, that's kind of a question I think you need to bring us all back and we talk about it, because once I left, I still talk to them guys, to my boys. You know what I mean? I talked to them. But we didn't really get into the delicacies of what happened,
right?
Because I know everybody within the group went through their own trials and tribulations,
like as a listener,
and went through their own transitions, like, musically and in life. You know what I mean?
As just a spectator, as just a fan, as just a listener, you get Off the Chain, you get a couple mixtapes after that, and then it kind of, sort of, in my opinion, as a fan, it goes away. Like you don't get anything, and then you get Tite DSR. Tite T-Town, you get Charlie Boy, and that's about all you get.
Hey, it's Charlie Boy, because he'll get mad. CHA.
I learned that, by the way. I learned that. I tried to motherfucking searching that.
Charlie, not Charlie.
CHA, yeah. Charlie.
You get mad and fuck at you, my dude.
My bad, my G, my bad.
So I told him, Charlie.
Hey,
I told him.
Correct me. So you go to Dallas, right?
Yeah.
T-Town. Now we have Big Tuck. We have Tum Tum. We have Fat B.
Yeah.
How does that transition happen? Like, so you go from people that you opened with, or that opened for you. You go in that group.
I mean,
and that's a whole different environment. That's a whole different setting.
That's a good question, because when I joined them, they were on right there on the cusp of signing a deal.
Right. I remember that.
And to be honest, it was kind of humbling for me. Like, I've always been a humble guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was different, because I went from being the guy to being a part of something.
Right. Like I said,
You know
you
what
was
I
like
mean?
the quarterback,
Yeah.
and then you went to a new team, and it's like you ain't necessarily the quarterback anymore. We got Tuck, we got Big Tuck, we got Tum Tum,
and
Fat Bastard.
the way that I looked at it was this, right?
How's that fit?
Well, all right. So looking at it from a business,
Correct. Got to.
it was different because I was used to being a guy,
Right.
one of the two guys, right?
Yep.
And
That 1-2 punch.
yeah, it was different because it was a culture shock a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And me, I adapt to anything, bro. So when I came in, I still did me, but what I wasn't prepared for was the difference in the music. You know what
Because
I'm
like I
saying?
had mentioned, Houston rap
It's totally-
and Dallas
it's
rap
totally
are
fucking
completely different.
It's totally different.
And,
You know,
and so like as a fan again, I'm wondering how the fuck is Tite over here going to fit over here? It's like almost switching sports a little bit,
Yeah.
right? It's like going from football to baseball type of shit. Like, damn, how the fuck is Jordan
and that's
gonna
a
go
good-
from the Bulls
but see,
to
that's
baseball?
and that's a good analogy because
Right.
you can take if you look at baseball contracts. Baseball players make a lot more money than
More
most
money,
most
bro.
motherfuckers, right?
For sure, for
And
sure.
I was getting good money at T-Town. I'm
Right.
not gonna lie. The money was great. My popularity was down.
Right, so
You know
so
what I'm saying?
You were the man at the Freestyle
Right.
Kings, one of the people in Houston,
Yeah.
and then you coming over here, and it's like now I'm just one of the guys.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the time, I'll be honest, but at the time, for me, it's always been about money.
But you were making equal or more than over here, no?
I was making easier money
Right. Okay.
over here.
Okay. There
right?
you go. Right.
Because it went from a different type of way to earn the money here to a different type of earning the money here.
What's
you know what
the
I'm saying?
work ethic like from Houston, Huntsville to Dallas? Is the work
I mean,
ethic
the work
the same?
ethic the same because I say you will always have like you will always have artists who work hard, like right now, like in my opinion, like Tum Tum is still one of the hardest working people I've ever been
Shout out to
around.
my boy Tum Tum.
Yeah, that's
This
my
boy's
guy.
dope,
Zilla,
bro.
man. What up, boy?
Yeah, what up, boy?
Yeah, I mean, he's still one of the hardest working people I know in music. You know what I'm saying? And he reminds me a lot of myself.
Right.
And honestly, that's why me and him were always like this. You know what I'm saying? Without saying it, like I got nothing but respect and love for my guy because he understands the work ethic. Like music is like sports. It's 10% talent, 90%
Grind.
work and grind.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's never been any different from before I was part of T-Town to when I was with T-Town to after T-Town. He's been the same guy.
So let me ask you this: like you was with T-Town from 2005 to 2008.
Mhm.
At 2008, what made you decide that maybe rapping wasn't a great fit for you? Like maybe you should take a break when it came to rapping. Like I understand that life happens, right?
And that's what happened.
Right. Okay.
Life happened. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I had some kids, man, and like I had to get my shit together. To be real, I had to
Right.
get my shit together, bro.
So at that
You know what I
time,
mean?
life
'Cause I was
catches
living
up to
that
you.
life.
Right.
I was out here living that life, man.
Before
and,
we get too far in your career,
yeah,
big play just happened. I want to ask about like just the popularity, just about the life. I gotta ask about the life because Tite in 2008, Tite in 2002, like single,
yeah,
like popularity,
yeah,
like money,
right.
like how does that life impact you? And then like you live in this life, you live in a certain type of life, and then you decide, you know what? I need to chill on this. I need to pump the brakes a little bit. I need to instead of going left, I need to turn right a little bit because there's a time where you took a break.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, the thing is this, right? You know what I mean? Like rap, your rapper, your artist, any type of artist, it's a job, it's a career.
100%,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
But
for
you
sure.
got to profit. Like
Sure.
we do this because we love it, but you got to profit. You know what I
Right.
mean? And if the profit and the money not there, then it can't sustain your life. And when
Right.
you got other lives to support, other people to support, family, kids, whatever, you know, you got to do what's best for you. You know what I mean? And I felt like I had been through two major situations from the music level, and I wasn't where I wanted to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to step back, you know, collect my marbles, get all my shit straight, get everything in function, in a line, because I'm a planner, bro.
100%.
Like anybody who know me know I plan. I gotta see where I'm going.
Right.
Back then, when I was young, I didn't give a fuck where I was going because I just wanted to do music. I wanted to rap, I wanted to be this guy, but like I'm gonna be at Madison Square Garden one day rapping with Hove. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Like most of us do.
You got.
But at the end of the day, it comes a reality check of like, you know, there's people depending on me. You know what I mean? And I had to step out of the music for a minute and get everything else in order. And you know what I'm saying?
How does that conversation happen? Like, so you making music with DSR,
Yeah.
2005 to 2008. You have a conversation, maybe, hey man, like I can't do this anymore. I got X, Y, and Z.
But see, it was never a conversation because anybody who's been in the game, you know, to the level that I was at, you know what I mean, understand, like, you know, we had a deal, multi-million-dollar deal. Things didn't work out with the major level, you know what I mean, with the major label. And it just, everything kind of goes their way because when you get to the point that you've been trying to get to your whole career and you get there, then everything falls apart. It does something to you.